So let's see, real quick. Let's move on. Let's talk about, okay, so we're all done with all this great information, and we've got everything going. We're ready for construction. Let's jump into that. Let's talk about some of the milestones.
Sure. Some of the milestones, and actually we've had a viewer ask a question about being able to select their own finishes, such as carpet and the toilets and the countertops and whatnot. And that's a great question to ask to segue into milestones, because once you've picked that contractor and you're starting into the construction part of the process, picking your selections are part of that process, and that is a milestone in this step of the process. We will introduce that and kind of what to expect in our second meeting, and then subsequent conversations after that. And yes, with us, you get to choose what it is that you want to put in. We have taken the selection process and separated out from the construction part of the bid process so that you are able to choose A, B, or C faucet that you want to go into your home, or whatever carpet it is that you want to put in. And from that, we'll give you a kind of a good, better, best pricing for you that lets you know a range of where you can choose those selection from that will really help you stay on budget and be able to feel comfortable with the choices that you are making.
And we'd like to have an input in their decision making as well, to not necessarily mark it up. We don't mark up our finished materials. We actually provide access to our accounts for them to purchase directly through our vendor contacts that we've specifically screened over the years. Helps them save a ton of money. But at the same point, if they want to just go to Home Depot and buy something, no offense against Home Depot or the tile stores, but there's a lot of pitfalls too about purchasing on their own. And as long as we can just help them make those informed decisions, we feel better about it. Usually, they'll end up spending more money, and there'll be a greater headache and a lot longer timeline in purchasing from vendors that seem to be cheaper from the beginning. You see all those commercials on TV. They're never what they seem. And our vendors are very steady. They'll give you the first pricing right out of the gate that works, and we know the installers, and we're able to monitor and manage those installers so that the construction timeline isn't adversely affected by a really terrible purchase decision.
So what Adam and Courtney are saying are really great points to look for, and anyone that you're working with, that they're going to encourage you, that they'll have different sources that you can go to, and then educate you on that too, because what's on commercials isn't always what you're thinking it is.